Welcome back. One man who most certainly stands in Donald Trump's inner circle, Elon Musk. So close that he is a permanent fixture at Mar-a-Lago these days and now takes part in family photographs. But tonight, the president-elect has travelled with his newfound ally to Texas, to SpaceX headquarters, to witness for himself tonight's planned launch of the Starship rocket. It is the biggest of the fleet, the sixth test flight to space. We're told there is a 30-minute window which opens tonight at 10 o'clock GMT. This is the rocket, you might recall, that's been built in two parts. And this takeoff, we're told, will largely mirror the most recent flight. So you'll remember that the Super Heavy booster returned to the launch tower, was caught by the chopstick arms, while the top part of the Starship rocket will fall in a controlled splashdown into the Indian Ocean. So let's do the space bit first. With us tonight, Leroy Chiao, who formerly served as station commander on the on the International Space Station. Leroy, always good to have you with us on the programme. So let's talk about what they're hoping to improve, because to me it looked to go pretty well last time.
Absolutely, it was great. They actually caught the booster, as you saw, and it was the largest rocket ever launched, much more powerful than both the Saturn V moon rockets and the SLS, the Space Launch System, you know, NASA's current rocket. And so fantastic. This time we're going to look for a repeat of that. And the Starship, we hope, will come through without any kind of burn-throughs or any problems with the heat shield. And it's also going to do a flip and a hover, showing that it also can be caught. So this is going to be an exciting launch.
It's good that you're talking about how it works, as Elon Musk gives a demonstration to Donald Trump in our screens here. It's a bit choppy, this picture, but we'll stay with it. Can you give us some perspective as to how quickly things are going to move forward with this rocket? How quickly would it be before a manned mission goes up?
Well, sure. I mean, of course, it has to be, tested out and make sure that it's reliable. So far, the booster has been performing great. Each flight has been better and better. I expect this one to be flawless as well, just like the last one. And like I said, Starship, I think the heat shields, hopefully they've got the problem solved. They made a number of changes, and it'll come through fine. And so, yeah, as far as human flights, I think it's going to be a little while because, you want to get enough flights under your belt to make sure that it's really safe. And plus, you've got to put the systems into the Starship, the life support systems, thermal control systems, things like that. But those are all things that can be done and have been done, like for the Crew Dragon. And so I would expect things to continue to move very quickly. This is an exciting program. It's only been going on for around 10 years. And if you compare it to the development cycle of NASA's SLS, I mean, that got its first start in its first iteration around 2004, 2005. So it's been a long time, and it's not reusable at all. This, on the other hand, this system is going to be disruptive because it's designed to be fully reusable, both the booster and the Starship.
And in respect of the relationship, which we're going to discuss politically, between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, how exciting is that for someone in your industry, for NASA? If the president-elect is close to someone who is bankrolling the space program, does that give a shot in the arm to the space program more generally?
Well, it does in a way, because Starship is, like I said, going to be truly disruptive. And when you compare that, the cost of the Starship, which when it's mature and operational is going to be much, much lower, like substantially lower than the SLS, which is a throwaway rocket, it's hard to justify why we should continue to develop and build the SLS and the Orion vehicle when this system is going to be superior. And so just on technical merit, it's going to be a lot better, a lot cheaper. But of course, the way things work here in the United States, you've got to get congressional approval. That means you've got to spread the work out across all the different states, which is what we're seeing, right, with the SLS and traditionally with the programs. And so, that is built-in bureaucracy, built-in inefficiency. And if we can get past that, which maybe we can now, then we're going to develop the technically and the most cost-effective method, which is to go with the Starship. So I'm excited for the future. It's going to be disruptive. There's going to be a lot of gnashing of teeth, but I think it's all positive.
There will be some